Limo, we've all followed the journey of Sam and Connie Johnson. Sam, of course, decided to ride around Australia on a unicycle, all for the love of his sister Connie, who's been suffering from cancer. And now they've written a book, which is absolutely amazing, called Love Your Sister. How far would you go for someone you love on a unicycle? It's an interesting question, not one I've been asked before. Hello, Sam. Hi, Connie.
Hi,
guys. Gosh, Sam, look, I just looked at the map of where you went, and I know we followed your journey, but gee whiz, it still amazes me that anyone could actually do that.
Oh, yeah, look, I still can't grasp it either. I look at the map and think the same. I mean, it was very much a slow and steady kind of thing, you know. It was just day after day after day for a whole year, and eventually all those little bits add up to make a lot.
They certainly do. Connie, how many times through the journey did you say to Sam, you don't have to go the whole way around. You can come back now if you like?
None.
Good.
Once we started...
That would have been an easy out, wouldn't it?
Once we started, we had to finish. So it was all words of encouragement. You can do it, mate. You can do it.
And when we were discussing it and it's very, in its infancy, I said, I know, thinking I'll go really epic here. She'll be impressed with this after she brought up this whole unicycling caper. I said, I'll do the Nullarbor. Yeah. And we looked it up and it had been done. And I said, I'll go south to north. Looked it up, it had been done.
Oh, no.
So it ended up being, okay, well, let's go to every town.
Don't you hate overachievers? Connie, it's more than was just, you wanted Sam to do this. You saw it as saving Sam to a certain extent too, didn't you?
I did, yeah.
And why was that?
Well, he'd gone into a dark place and he wasn't seeing the beauty.
Hey, I'm right here. That's rude.
Yeah, I'm rude. So he just wasn't seeing the beauty in everyday life and in people, and I wanted him to start seeing the good side of life again and start to be his old happy Sam again. And yeah, just to bring him out of that dark place into somewhere happier and more positive.
And do you feel like Sam's come back a happier person?
Sam's back.
He's back. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it could be called Love Your Brother. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's like I get a great rap for kind of being this great brother who did this great thing for his sister. But, this all happened because of a sister who did a great thing for her brother.
Yeah.
So the book explores kind of the way she kind of picked me up and dusted me off in the face of, her own terminal diagnosis. She was not just thinking about, breast awareness for other young mums, but also about how she could leave me in tip-top shape before,
A remarkable journey for both of you. Are you each able to identify moments that were real highlights for you across the whole trip?
There were just so many. I think the biggest thing for me was meeting people and having them share their stories of cancer or their trials and tribulations, having people relate to
That was the most annoying
us.
bit, really. It's hard enough dealing with your own families. Then you've got to deal with all these other families everywhere going, sharing their cancer experience. It's like,
having to ride a bike. You guys heard about my arse lately?
Yeah, I'm off, man. I'll be on the unicycle. The highlights for me were definitely the people, as Connie says, but for me it was being able to actually achieve our goals and finish it safely without anyone getting hurt, because that was my biggest fear on the road.
And Connie, do you feel like that you've got the message across? Do you feel, because I know your big thing was, which I admire you for so much, instead of just going into your own little world, you want other people to know about the dangers and how they need to be aware. And do you feel like that message has got across?
To a certain degree. I think I'll spend the rest of my days still touting it because... you can hear it so many times before you actually take action.
Yes, yeah.
I need women to actually get their hands and put them on their boobs and start squeezing and feeling around and actually getting to know their breasts.
Yep.
And for husbands to start saving their wife and saving a life and groping their wife. So it has to happen.
It's a good message. Save your life, grope your wife.
Thanks, old sleazebag over there.
You've certainly raised awareness, and you've raised $1 million, over $1 million along the way.
Just shy of 2 million.
Just shy of time, which is extraordinary because your goal was 1 to start with.
Yeah.
And you've doubled
incredible.
it.
And how are you, Connie?
I'm a bit cancery at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is that the official terminology?
Yeah, straight from the oncologist.
Yeah. Well, look, it's an ongoing battle. There's no doubt about that. And any donations to Love Your Sister can only help, and that's going to keep going, I gather.
Yeah, absolutely. Our
Forever.
goal's 10 million, and
Yep.
we're nearly 20% of the way there, and we're still seeking donations.
And every cent goes to Garvan Research Foundation. 100% of proceeds going straight directly to research.
Yeah.
Reeks of Christmas,
It reeks
Bridgie,
of
this
Christmas
book.
to me.
Love Your Sister.
This is the. And do you know what it also reeks of?
Yeah, what's
it
that?
reeks of me giving this to my children. I've got a boy and a girl, and showing them how brothers and sisters should be close. So look, I think that's just. I think it's the loveliest story I've ever read, and I congratulate you both. And Connie, all the very best of luck. And if you want to donate, loveyyoursister.org. Great. Samuel Johnson, Connie Johnson, thank you.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks for having us.